it's Jennifer and welcome back to Busy Being Jen. Today's video is about what to expect on the last night of your cruise. Now, just like you get ready for embarkation of your trip when you're going to leave, they also have debarkation is what they call it when you're going to be getting off the boat. And so that last day, the cruise employees are going to be giving you all kinds of information about what you need to know in order to get ready for leaving the boat the next day. And so you need to take some time to do some of these things. One thing that's going to happen on the last evening of your cruise is that if you've purchased any alcohol on the boat, if you've purchased not like a glass, but if you've purchased duty-free, bottles of alcohol, or I don't even know if they sell cigarettes, but if you purchased anything like that, they will deliver those things to your room that last night. You can't go into one of these shops and see a great deal on booze and buy it and be able to actually go back and drink it in your room. They hang on to it for you, but they will deliver it the night before. So I guess you could just go ahead and open it up then. But anyway, that's one of the things that's going to happen. They will also give you a slip, or it's not a full sheet of paper, but this little slip that is for customs. Then you're going to have to complete this sheet for customs. Make sure you find out, before you start spending money, make sure you find out how much money's worth of stuff you're able to bring home. I think the limit's like $800. So it's a lot. Is it 800 or is it 400 person? I can't even remember. They will tell you. I think at some point, or there's information on the websites that will tell you, but you can always ask anybody who works for the cruise line, ask them how much that is. You have to list pretty much everything you buy. So you don't have to list anything you consumed, but you have to list if you bought jewelry and the approximate value, and if you bought alcohol and the approximate value, or if anything really, anything that you bought when you were on the boat or off the boat. So if I bought a Christmas ornament when I was in Cozumel, I have to list that. If I bought some makeup from the duty-free shop on the boat, I have to list that as well. So you have to list those things and fill out this thing for customs. It makes the whole process go much more smoothly if your sheet is already filled out, so you're going to want to do that. Also, make sure on the last night of your cruise that you make any last minute purchases. Like if you saw something in one of the shops and you are thinking, oh gosh, I think I really do want that. Go ahead and do that, because you're not going to be able to do it the next morning. And then also, one of the biggest things that happens the night before a cruise is that they take everybody's luggage. And because it's a big, long process. Remember, I was talking in an earlier video about how long it takes to get your luggage to your room on the first day of the cruise. And so they've got to get everybody's luggage off the boat, because they've got a new cruise going out that same day. They'll have new people all excited for the trip coming on the boat, and so they need to get this boat cleared out. So they take all of the luggage the night before, which means you need to think ahead of time of what you're going to need for that evening, what you're going to need the next morning to get ready, and that you have a bag that will fit things so that you can hold it as you're leaving the room. So let me give you an example. All right, so for the last evening of the cruise, whatever outfit, I will have an outfit on. I'm going to take off that outfit later and put on pajamas. So I need to have some pajamas in my room, and I'm going to need an outfit for the next day. This outfit I was wearing that night is going to go into whatever bag I've set aside. Then I'm going to need hairbrushes or makeup or skincare stuff, whatever kind of stuff like that you need, or toiletries. And those things all will have to fit in whatever bag you've kept behind. So what we do is it's not a giant carry-on bag, but it's also not teeny tiny. But we can fit our stuff. My husband and I can both fit what we need in that one bag. And so you just need to make sure that you're thinking through what you need so the next morning you have it, and that the bag that you've chosen to take with you is large enough to hold that stuff. Because then you take your bags, set them outside your room, and at some point in the evening, those bags are gone and you're not going to see them again until the next day. So then the next day, when you get up in the morning, they're going to be telling you the time that you're going to be getting off the ship, and they will be announcing things, and it'll be pretty darn apparent that you better get yourself moving. Most cruises say that they end at 7 o'clock in the morning. So you're sleeping overnight, and then at 7 o'clock in the morning is when you're supposed to be getting up and, you know, leaving the ship. They have certain ways of organizing how they're going to do that. So they'll have people sitting in certain locations depending on the time they're going to be getting off the boat. And so they'll let you know if your time is going to be an earlier time or a later time. They give kind of group numbers. So you guys are getting off the boat at 8, you guys are getting off the boat at 8:30, you guys are getting off the boat at 9, and you have to be in a certain location at that time. So I would just recommend get up early, get yourself dressed, get yourself, you don't have to clear yourself out of the room immediately. My husband and I usually like to leave our stuff in the room and go grab some coffee and breakfast first, and then we go back and get our stuff and go to where we're supposed to go. It is possible to make arrangements to be one of the first people or in the first group of people who gets off the boat. For example, if you have a tight connection with your flight, if you know you need to be over at the airport pretty quickly, you just need to make arrangements for that days in advance so you can make sure that you are one of those people. And otherwise, if you don't really have any time constraints, like this time, we're staying an extra night in Denmark. We're just going to kick back. I mean, there's no reason for us to rush off the cruise ship and, you know, be out of the cruise ship at, you know, 9 a.m. or something when we can't even check into our hotel at that time. So we're just going to kick back probably until they kick us off. But you know, let me tell you, it's very strange the last night, but the next morning too. It's very strange on the boat because when you very first go on the cruise, it's so exciting, right? All the crew members are welcoming you, and you know, you feel like you're the only person who's ever been on board this ship, and it's all exciting, and everything is brand new. And then all of a sudden, toward the end of the cruise, you start to realize that they're getting ready for a whole new group of people, and that they, you know, you guys are done, and you're going off the boat. You'll see that they have bedding and stuff stacked outside people's doors, that they're getting everything ready so they can turn that place over fast for the next group of people, and you get a real weird sense that they are moving you out. But don't worry about that part. That's just the way cruise lines go. The people who were in your room before you went through the same thing. So it's all exciting on the front end of the trip, and at the end they gotta shuttle you on out. So it seems a little crazy, but they really guide you through. You can even, in the television that will be in your stateroom, it doesn't carry a lot of channels, but one of the channels that it does carry is one that is just giving you information about the cruise and about the ports you're going to and what's happening. So the stewards, at least on the cruises I've been on, will actually turn on your TV and turn it to that station that gives the information about debarkation, so that when you come into your room, that's on and you can't miss it, and it gives you your instructions for what to do. So just kind of pay attention to that. It is amazing how smoothly the whole process goes. So anyway, just wanted to let you know about that. I hope you will tune in for more videos in this series, and if you're planning to go on a cruise coming up soon, have a great time. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that button, and I hope I'll see you again on Busy Being Jen. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.